All right, we're gonna go over the different types of life insurance. It's Ktrelli AP, and I'm the best in the world at protecting your assets and your family from the only thing that's guaranteed in life, death. Don't forget to follow, favorite, and send this to somebody who needs life insurance. The first one we're gonna do is term. It can also be mortgage protection. Off rip, term is an amazing product. You're typically gonna see this sold to either the younger groups or the people that have homes and that want to protect their mortgages. It's called term because that's exactly what it is. It ends. So it can be different ranges: 15 years, 20 years, 25 years, 30 years. The max I've seen it go is 30 years, and the lowest I've seen it go is 15. There are many different parts to it. So there's a return of premium where pretty much at the end of that term, whatever your policy is, they'll pay you. They will literally give you a check of all of the cash value that policy has accrued for the whole life. So over 15 years, however much that cash value was. And typically these are going to be the bigger policies. So if somebody tells you they got 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, 400,000, I know the maximum that I can give on one policy is 500,000. So if somebody tells you they got a $500,000 policy, it's more than likely a term policy. So they don't have that for life unless they're rich. I personally think it is a great way to get to change the financial situation of a family, especially if the whole family is bought in all in on life insurance and y'all all have life insurance policies on each other. These policies do tend to be cheaper, especially if you're young. So I personally know 20-year-olds that pay literally $20 a month. Literally. Or less than that. I've seen it go less too, for like 200 grand in coverage. So they do tend to be cheaper. Okay, so we have the next one, which is whole life, and this can be universal life. This can be final expense. It's under different names depending on who you are, depending on where you got it from. These are typically for the older people, but that doesn't mean just because you're not young. So typically the age range people like to sell them are 50 to 80. But just because you're not in that age range don't mean you can get one. And typically I do recommend that you do get one if you're younger than that, because you can get a lot of coverage. So the first thing is that they last forever. So once you get it, you can get this policy at zero. Your mama can get it for you, and this policy will last you until you die, till the end of your life. It accrues cash value. So what a lot of people do is they'll borrow from the policy. So let's say they have $20,000 worth of cash value in that policy. They can literally borrow $20,000 at a lower interest rate because it's a life insurance company. Based off of, they can borrow that $20,000 and get it in a check, or wire to them in 7 to 10 days or whatever. However, it depends on the company. And then literally they can use that money and pay that money back over, because it's their policy and they built that cash value. So however long they pay it back is however long they pay it back, based off of you just keeping up with the payments. Now there's going to be specific riders. So there's going to be grandchild riders, there's going to be kid riders. It just depends, and it depends on who you are and where your agent is from, or what companies they license out of. So you just kind of have to ask those extra questions about what extra riders you can get. Those are going to cost a little bit more money, but in some cases they are very much worth it. So these are some questions that you can some things that you can bring up to your life insurance agent. I hope this is helpful. Now, if you need your house protected or if you need your life protected, you can either fill out the form that's going to be in the comments, or you can hit that link in my bio and schedule a free appointment with me.